Hi everyone, welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel. If you'd like to see me create my take on a Valentine's Day inspired makeup look, then just keep on watching. For primer, I'm going to use the Beauty Pie All-in-One Wonder Illuminating Primer because my interpretation of Valentine's Day makeup is glowing skin. That's what it looks like. It is in new packaging, but it is the same stuff inside. So instead of using my beloved Smashbox Photo Finish primer today, I'm using this illuminating primer to give my skin extra glow. What I used for my skin prep was one of these Beauty Pie Super Active hyaluronic acid capsules, because they actually have a silicone dimethicone type base. So as well as the hyaluronic acid that is going to fill in my lines, they've got that kind of silicone effect to them, which also offers that pore fill, that line fill. I just used then some lovely Sunday Riley autocorrect eye cream to bring a bit of luminosity under the eyes, and I'm now building on that with my glowy primer, which, as you can see, is giving me that dewy, angelic vibe, because I want my skin to be glowing and my makeup to be soft and pretty. So there we go. Primer is on, and some people that have really good skin wear this primer just as foundation, and I can tell why. However, I need more coverage, so I'm going to go in on top with the Pat McGrath Skin Fetish foundation, which gives, looks like this. I have the shade 6 Light. So this gives quite a natural finish, so I'll probably have to spot conceal, but it makes your skin look really kind of, word of the day, angelic, and that's what I want. I want to look ethereal, like I am from heaven rather than from earth. My winter skin is getting super pale because this looks a little bit too deep for this foundation, and I'm sure the last time I used it, it was a good match. I have not been getting enough sun, so there we go. Still looking glowy, and I have a pre-dampened beauty blender, so I'm just gonna buff that in. I'm not sure why it's coming up looking so yellow on me. I'm not sure if you can see on camera. There we go. So this foundation doesn't give mega coverage, but what it does give is radiance. Now, super sheer though, so it's supposed to be buildable coverage, so I'm going to build that up, and I'm actually going to go in with another pump. I was tempted to do 2 because it's so lightweight, but I don't want to get a cake face, and it's not actually matching my skin tone, so I'm going to see if I can get away with just this one extra pump of foundation and then spot conceal any blemishes. It is a lovely finish. Looking very pale in the monitor, but I am looking dewy, I am looking glowy, I am not looking overly made up. I'm also going to go in with the Pat McGrath Skin Fetish Concealer, where I'm going to need a bit of extra coverage. Pop it on that spot that I've picked, and on any little imperfections, discoloration, or acne scarring peeking through around the nose. Kind of want to spread it on my whole face, but I'll resist the urge. Just tap that in and then finish off with my sponge, and what I'm hopefully going to get is a kind of flawless, airbrushed complexion perfection. Wow. This primer foundation concealer combo is giving me what I wanted. It looks like natural skin, but it's evened out. That spot is not completely covered. I'm just going to go in with one more dab. I'm not going to build it to the point where it's looking crusty. Sometimes you've just got to let a bit of real life peek through. There we go. I keep seeing bits of real life on my face that I want to erase. I'm going to use the Tarte Shape Tape Glow Wand in the shade Sunbeam to bring some illumination to my under eye area. I've never seen anyone talk about this, oh, put a bit too much on there. Never seen anyone talk about this product. I'm also going to put some in my smile lines and my big wrinkles because this reflects light. I really love this product, and it's not like the monster hit that Shape Tape is, but I think it's beautiful. It really just brings a lot of brightness to the under eye. I have kind of overdone it there, I think, but I'll just keep blending and bouncing. Really, really nice little product. Have you ever tried it? Do you rate it? Have you had a bad experience with it? Never seen anyone else mention it. Okay, I'm just gonna kind of bounce this all over my complexion because there was a bit of excess, but I'm just gonna use that to bring luminosity to my face. Okay, so that's my complexion at the moment with the primer, foundation and 2 types of concealer. I am going to do a little bit of contouring to bring some shape to the face, and I'm going to use the, again, Beauty Pie Quick Contour Supergel in the shade 01. Now I like this contour because it's subtle. Just draw that on there. And again, I don't want a chiseled look, but this one really kind of disappears into the skin, especially when you use a sponge, and just gives that really subtle structure. So yeah, just on that, under the cheekbones, on the jawline, and on the forehead. So that's just given me that little bit of shape to the face. I'm going to go in with a cream blush. I'm going to be using the Honest Cream Cheek Blush in the shade Peony Pink. I love a cream blush to just bring life and health and radiance to the skin. So I am just gonna blend that in to the apples of my cheeks and pop a bit on the bridge of my nose. I love how cream blush looks so natural. It looks like you are just naturally radiant and glowing from within. I am going to leave that for now. I can always add more if I feel like I need more later. I feel like I need a tiny bit more, actually. Just because it's Valentine's Day, I want my cheeks to look really flushed, like I'm blushing. So again, I just like to melt cream blush in with a finger, and then I'm just going to use my sponge just to go over that. It's got a few remnants of those base products on it there, so that will just help melt that in and look more natural. I think I've got a really pretty but realistic flush. I'm going to go with bronzer, and I'm going to use my beloved Physicians Formula bronzer in the shade Bronzer, and I'm just going to use a Morphe M143 to sweep that big brush into the bronzer, tap off, and again, oh, I love the scent of this every time. I'm just going to go over where I put that cream contour and a little bit just where the sun would naturally hit my face. Again, I'm not going crazy. I just want my complexion to look natural and glowing and healthy. I'll blend that down my neck so I don't have a crazy demarcation line. How low do you go? It smells so good. It smells like a tropical holiday, and that concealer's creasing under my eyes, so I'll just pat that back in. I'm going to do my eyes next before I continue with the complexion, and I thought I'd use the Huda Nude Light palette because this palette does have in some kind of romantic pinky tones. Now, I'm not particularly a pinky gal, but I'll make an exception for Valentine's. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to dip into this pink shade and I'm going to use it in the crease as my transition and see how that goes. I'm just going to pat in that concealer that's gathered in the crease of my lids and start that in the outer corner. I again just want a really subtle look. Yeah, I think that's going to work. I don't want this makeup to be too overdone. I'm just enhancing my features. Tap into that pink shade again. Tap off the excess. And put some more of that in the crease. And blend it back and forth, back and forth. Yeah, just got a really soft pink shade there, and I'm going to go in again because it's kind of close to my natural skin tone. I do want it to show up. I'm going to take that down all over the lid as well, and just really, I'm going to start to drag it in on the inner to get that kind of soft look. There we go. I think that's quite pretty, and I'm not going to build it up anymore because I might start to look like I've got pink eye. Quite happy with what I've got going on there. I think I'm going to tap on this kind of rosy glittery shade next. That one's calling out to me, so I'm just going to go in with a finger. Looks like that, and I'm just going to, wow, this one's got pigment. Tap that all over my lid. Wow. Oh my gosh, that was pinker than I thought it was going to be. I'm just going to intensify that in the center of the lid with another dab. Again, not usually what I'd be drawn to, but for Valentine's Day I can go a little bit more pink than I normally would. I want some of that matte pink shade underneath my lid, so I'm just going to go in with a little skinny brush and tap into that pink shade again, tap off any excess and blend that underneath. I've got some of that glittery shade in my inner corner as well. Didn't really do it on purpose, but it kind of works. Okay, so just 2 colours on the eye. Again, I don't want to go crazy. I will replicate what I've just done on this eye on the other eye, and I'll be right back. I am back, and I did the same thing on the other eye. I probably should have done my eyes first because there has been a little bit of fallout from those glitter shades. So what I'm going to do, now that I have eyeshadow on both eyes, I'm going to take that brush I used in my crease and just blend to make sure there's no harsh edges. And then I am going to take my sponge and just see. Okay, I'm going to go back to my Pat McGrath concealer, and I am just going to draw that little line under each eye, and I'm going to try and clean up a little bit, make that a little bit sharper where that glitter's kind of spread. Okay, so I've got my pink glittery Valentine's eyes, and what I want to do is just pop a nude liner in the waterline. This is the Kiko Milano automatic liner in butter. This one's nearly used up, but I have another backup because that's how much I love this eye pencil. It just glides on so easily and is hopefully gonna give my eyes a bit of a bigger look. Kind of like those eyes, even though they're not really me. It kind of looks a bit crazy with my matching dress, but I decided to go all out for Valentine's Day. I'm now going to finish up with my complexion, and I'm going to use, again, another well-loved item, my Hourglass Vanish Stick Highlighter. This is in the shade Champagne Flash, and this is probably my favourite highlighter of all time. You see how it just goes on so subtle and beautiful. So I'm adding that to my cheekbones and little under the brow bone, little over the brow bone. I'm going to be liberal with this because, like I said, Cupid's bow there. I'm even going to put a bit on my chin. I'm even going to put some down on my nose, because for me, Valentine's Day makeup just conjures that glowy, glowy skin. So I'm just going to press this in. It is the most natural yet ethereal, kind of stunning highlight I've ever used. Now I'm getting nearly as glowy as I want to be. I am reaching my glowy goals. I am kind of thinking about adding more, and yeah, I'm going to add some more. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to take the kind of tip of this triangle, and I'm going to use this to highlight under my brow bone. Again, I don't usually highlight this much. I'm going to draw this in my inner corner as well. It is just simply to ratchet up that dewy, angelic Valentine's Day glow, and again melting that in with a finger. Gorgeous. I am looking suitably glowy. To really take it there, I'm going to go over the cream highlighter with some powder highlighter. Yeah, I am. So I'm going to take the Natasha Denona Mini Blush Glow Duo, and I'm going to just take the highlight shade, which is kind of like a... oh, I don't know, it's like a rosy, dusky, goldy champagne colour. So I'm just going to twirl into there. Oh, tap that off. And add that on top to pop that highlight. Wow. My face is looking wet. I could build this up more, but like I said, I'm going for a soft, glowy look. I don't want to get too crazy, so again, I'm just gonna melt that in by tapping over with my sponge. I'm gonna use a powder, but I'm gonna use the Hourglass Ambient Lighting Infinity Powder, and I'm just gonna tap that all over again to preserve the glow and set my makeup a little bit. I'm going to take a little bit of this underneath my eyes, so I'm going to just squeeze the brush between my fingers, and I'm going to apply that under my eyes. There we go. Stunning. This kind of dewy, glossy skin is the vision that I was having. I'm now going to pop some of the Pat McGrath Labs Sublime Perfection Under Eye Blurring Powder that I've just cracked. Oh dear. That was an expensive drop. Remember, this powder is very soft, so I'm still going to dip into that powder, tap off my brush, have a little cry, but I'll do that when I take my makeup off tonight. And I'm just going to pat this underneath my eyes. You can overdo this powder. So again, I'll put a bit of that in my smile line since it's blurring, and I'm going to leave that there for now. I'm going to set this all with one of the dewiest setting mists in town. It is the Becca Skin Love Glow Shield Prime and Set Mist. I'm going to give this a good shake. I'm going to hold and spritz. And again, I'm going to spritz a lot because I'm going for the glow. Spritz so much I can barely breathe. And again, I'm going to take my sponge just to make sure that's set. Now, I'm super happy with the radiant, glowy base that I've created. Really, really happy. This is my vision of that dewy, angelic skin. So I am going to finish off now, and for mascara, I'm going to go for a brown mascara. So I'm going to go for the Heroine Make Volume and Curl Advanced Film Mascara. I get it from iHerb. I'll pop a link in the description box because I'm going soft and romantic. I felt that black mascara might be a bit too harsh. I am doing bottom lashes as well though. There we go. There we go. And again, I'll like maybe go a bit heavier than you usually would to get these really girly, flirty, fluttery lashes, but I'm going to stop before it goes too crazy. Pop some on the other side. I need to get a new Clinique Lash Power really. That's probably my favourite tubing mascara that comes in a brown. Again, I'll do those bottom lashes again. Got a little bit of mascara underneath my eyes, but I'll wait till it dries and then that should be able to knock right off. Okay. That lash is starting to get a bit clumpy, so I'm just going to take a spoolie and try and separate my lashes. That's the only thing with fibre mascaras. They can go a little bit clumpy. I know some people like the clumps. I'm not one of them. Oops. There we go. That's not too bad. Flirty, fluttery lashes on. I'm now just going to do just a little bit of tinted gel on the eyebrows with the Tarte Busy Gal Brows. And I have the shade taupe. I can go between taupe or medium brown in this. I really like it because it's just a hint of a tint. I'd never really do much to my brows. Again, put a bit too much on there. I don't want a really structured brow look. I basically just use a tinted brow gel to put back in the colour after makeup application when I've probably got foundation or powder in the brows. Not really a brow gal. Okay, I'll take that spoolie again and just brush through the brows. There we go. Okay, last thing for Valentine's Day is the lips. And I don't believe in a red, bold lip for Valentine's Day because hopefully on Valentine's Day I'm going to be getting kissed. So I want just a kissable, juicy lip. I'm going to use the Charlotte Tilbury Superstar Lips in the shade Pillow Talk. I'm purposefully not using a lip liner. I don't want my boyfriend to be too scared to kiss me, so I'm purposefully going easy on the lips. It's just a sheer lipstick, but it gives a real nice shine. It's almost like a tinted lip balm, this to me. A really, really moisturising formula, but it does just still make lips look juicy and kissable. Guys, I think I'm done. Let me just make sure everything is really nice and smooth. I see Valentine's Day as dewy, pretty, soft, angelic, and I think I've really created that today actually. Guys, do you like my look? What are you gonna do? Are you gonna do your makeup for Valentine's Day, or do you just think it's really, really silly and it's just another day? What do you think? Do you love it? Do you hate it? What's your idea of a Valentine's Day makeup look if you do like to participate? Thanks for being with me today, and I'll catch you on the next one. Bye guys, happy Valentine's Day.